against a Western Conference rival. The Houston Rockets are getting ready for this thing to get started. Hi, everyone. I'm Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Happy to have you along for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Taking a look at Utah. They're definitely a team in the bubble in the West. 9th place and vying for contention.
You know, time is running low. The season is winding down, Kevin. I mean, if they're going to get anything done, they've got to get it done pronto, right now.
Yeah, they never should have waited this long, Clark. It's an impossible position there. Well, almost impossible. Like you said, time, it hasn't run out, but it's running low.
And the Houston Rockets starting 5. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter. And it's Fry in at the point guard position. Now here's Jones. And here is Fry. And there's the feed to Howard. Shot clock at 5. Puts it up from 12. And Cantor pulls it down. So it's the Jazz now. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And it was the role players in that game, Kevin, that really led the charge. The guys who normally don't score a lot, they came in and really contributed.
A total team performance, Steve, the kind you need if you're going to win on the opponent's home floor.
Now here's Favors. Dwight Howard missing his last shot.
Good. Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Here's Fry. After Dante Exum's bucket, Fry passes to Harden. Howard setting the pick for Harden. Kicks it out to Ariza. Off target from outside.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, the head coach for the Jazz gave me a few moments to catch up with him. A lot of his strategy is focused on Dwight Howard, and rightly so. He said, we know Dwight can do it all, and it's going to take a 5-man effort to slow him down. He can finish, block shots, rebound. The guy is almost 7 feet of pure muscle, and there is just no way to handle him one-on-one. If there is a way, the NBA hasn't discovered it yet.
Thanks again, Doris.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
Exum dishes to Favors. To the inside. Exum kicks to Burks. Favors passes to Burks. Back to Favors. Feeds to Exum. And stolen by Fry. Harden, that's good.
Well, he's off to a good start, and he's a guy who we know. I mean, if he gets going early, he can give you problems all day.
On defense, Houston. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
They looked very stable, pretty much from the get-go. Solid output, solid effort. And, you know, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game, but they were pretty solid there.
I was very impressed with the balance they displayed, guys. Different people carrying the load, scoring, making assists, unselfish play. Everything was working for them to get that victory. Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
Knocked away and stolen by Fry. Goes up, throws down the breakaway jam. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Absolutely, those dunks can really have a deflating effect on the defense.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
So it's the Jazz now. The Rockets making the shot. They get it back. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. And there's Ariza. That's good on the assist by Harden. Ariza's got his first bucket of the night. Jazz trailed by 4. Pass to Favors. Goes up the baseline. Again, Favors missing.
Really good work defensively. This coach has to be happy with his team.
Yeah, forcing that miss right there. Great effort.
Jones, that's for 2. Rebound, Utah. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, and in that victory, they got huge contributions from their bench. And I thought their depth was really the major factor in that game.
Harden dishes to Ariza. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And we're also seeing a lot of fast breakthroughs, so this team doing a nice job getting easy points.
Burks. No good again that time. Rockets leading by 6 from 11 feet away. And again, it's Trevor Ariza. Ariza's got 6. So Utah ends up going with the new group. Nicholson comes in for Jones. And it's McCallum in for Trevor Ariza. Just to talk again about what Steve just said, they never missed a beat, Clark, when they turned to their bench.
Well, there wasn't much of a difference between the points they got from their starters and those they got from the reserves. A really balanced team effort, and you like to see that. He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And Pride gets the Monteunitas. Harden left side. Houston moving the ball around. Monteunitas passes to Harden. Off target from outside. Jazz trailed by 6. Burke kicks to Gobert. Here's the screen. Dishes to Booker. Pass to Hood. Just 5 on the clock. He feeds it to Nova. On deep. No luck. And Houston the other way now.
This guy's a good three-point shooter, but that was probably from a little bit too far.
Yeah, not what I would call working to get the best shot either.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shot.
Here's Hood after the made shot from Fry. Novak, the pass to Hood. Utah needs to get off the shot here. No good from Booker. And here's Harden. Stamey at 10 points. 13 feet away. And Houston again with the bucket.
I couldn't have dreamt of a much better start than what they've had here today.
Everything's working, especially offensively, and what a lead they have already to show for it.
And that one's good. Burke's got his second basket. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. That's good. Jazz trailed by 7. Hayward 3 and favors the 4. Exum and Burks, they're back. And it's Cantor in the pivot spot manning the middle. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. The Jazz shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Well, you take a look at the numbers, guys. They're shooting 74% on the season.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Now let's send it to Doris on the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. The Wizard in their last time out against the Kings was superb. He finished with 24 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Just absolutely incredible numbers from him in a game you didn't want to miss. So glad we were here to watch it, Kevin.
Thanks, Doris, for revisiting what was an astounding performance, Clark.
It clearly was one of those games that when we look back on his career, this game would be right there among the best ever that he's played.
Well, he was in the zone from the outset. It was just one of those games where he was feeling it. Everything was going his way, and he attacked, and that's what I like. Once he knew it was his night, he just attacked relentlessly.
Exum's shot is off.
You know, not only is the game neck and tight, but the rebounding battle is too. Extremely close on the board.
Both teams have really put in a terrific effort down low.
On the wing, Harden. Ended by Hayward. A shot fake there. Got the D out of position. And it's 8 points for James Harden.
You love for any trip down the floor to end with a shot like that.
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
And checking out some numbers for James Harden. Now the second half has shaped up for him. Second in three-point field goal percentage. And his field goal percentage has been off the charts. He's in the top 5 in the NBA in terms of shooting accuracy.
And, you know, going back to his three-point shooting percentage, he's been an absolute dead-eye from distance. I mean, only one guy's been better than him, Steve.
There's 57 seconds left here in the second. Fry, good.
Look out, guys. I mean, I think there's a lot more where that came from. He gets it going like this. It is not easy to slow him down.
Exum kicks to Hayward. Favors with a screen on Ariza. Here's Burks. And the three ball is good. Burks has got 5.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
There's the pick. Fry dishes to Covington. Harden the pass to Ariza. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Exum kicks to Cantor. Jones against Favors. Knocks it loose. Lock at 6. Sinks the 15-footer. Now just a 4-point Rocket lead.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't...
Game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Check out the game for X. He's got 10 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
That's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
Heading underway in the second half, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Harden and Ariza out on the perimeter, and it's Fry in at the 1. Rockets shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Harden has a wide open look, misses the 3.
They haven't been able to open up a big lead. The rebounds are starting to add up for them. Maybe able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Now, here's Exum. Not a lot of room. To the paint with a tie, and it's good on the... Panthers got the game tied up here for Utah.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double team. Got to get their defense in gear.
Good. Howard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Burks kicks to Hayward. Pass to Burks. Pulls up. Ariza with the rebound.
And it is very dangerous to leave him open like that. Lucky break for the defense that he missed it.
And Fry slams it in. He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these two teams locked in such a close game.
And there's the foul. It'll go on the whistle. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Joe Barry's checked in for Kansas. Trevor Booker comes in for Derek Favors. And it's Burke in for Exum. And a switch here also for Houston. Nicholson's checked in. From 11 feet away, it'll go. The Rocket lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Hayward.
He can finish in the post. That's one thing we know about him.
Rockets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And Fry kicks to Howard. Harden wide open, he shoots. Again, the miss by Harden.
I'll tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Here's Burke, rejected by Fry. Ariza outside. Here's the floater. That's good. Ariza's got 8 points. Jazz trailed by 4. Burks sets a screen for Burke. There's the dish to Burks. Pass to Burke. Burks kicks to Burke. From 7, and that one's good. 8 points for him.
And that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over.
Well, he almost seems to enjoy those mismatches, Steve. It gives him a chance to show what a strong finisher he is.
Jazz had a chance to tie it there.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
Now here's Fry, defended by Hayward, and Fry slams it in. Tremendous stuff from a guy Clark we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move and 2 big points too.
And the Jazz with some changes. Novak's checked in, and Hood subbed in for Daniels. He's checked in for Houston. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through the wizard. The coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thank you for that, Doris. With that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the top.
He hits the second from the line. Jazz trailed by 3. Hood, the pass to Booker. Novak kicks to Burke. And there's the pass to Hood. Down to 5 on the shot clock. High post shot. Nicholson grabs the board. Nicholson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Daniels. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Now here's Burke. Tee right on him. This is it to Hood. Shot off the pick. Here's Gobert. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Gobert's got his first basket of the night. And the Jazz making a change here. Clark's checked in. He had the hot hand from the 2 position over the last 10 games. Highest field goal percentages right here on the 2K leaderboard. James Harden is second.
Well, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable, very consistent shooters. You know, it's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
I'd say it's beyond a safe option. It's a great option. The ISO play was made for these guys. All they need is just a little room to operate, and you can count it up. Buckets.
Buckets. I like that.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Nice shooting.
$15 seconds left to play here in the third.
Probably should hold for 1 shot here. Clock is on their side.
Yeah, no brainer. They can hold it for the last shot.
No good from Clark.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Rockets lead by 9. And we're just moments away from the start of the 4th quarter. Stay with us. And our State Farm assist to the game replay. Great offensive play. 1 of 8 assists on the night.
But it's been one after another for him all game long. He just has that uncanny awareness of where his teammates are on the court all the time.
Favors plays the 4 with Cantor at the 5. Exum is out there with Ian Clark, and it's Hayward in at the 3. That's the group right now for Utah. Clark dishes to Exum. And Favors has it in the corner. Kicks it to Hayward. Shot clock at 6. On the mark at the 15-footer. Hayward's got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Utah.
Easy little jump shot for him right there, guys.
Now, here's Fry. He dishes it to Jones. That's good. And the Rockets lead by 9.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but their cutting, their movement together is muted. It's led to that.
Hayward passes to Exum. Favors sets the pick for Exum. Ball's knocked loose. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Here's Fry. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Love it. Old school. Physical play in the paint. Dominate. Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And McCallum kicks to Fry. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. A jump hook, and again, the Rockets good for 2.
Might as well just take it into his own hands and make that big lead even bigger.
Burks, he's checked in for Ian Clark. And a switch here also for Houston. Check in. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Yeah, during that break, the head coach of the Jazz had some words for his team. He is not happy with the sloppy play offensively, saying, listen, let's make the simple play. Take care of the basketball. We can't afford to waste any possessions. Guys, can they clean it up?
It's Harden with the drive. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Utah needs to do a better job guarding against Harden.
He's got 10 points and 8 dimes.
Harden hits them both.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Now, here's Burks, guarded by Harden. Exum kicks to Burks. Hayward against Ariza. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Got it. Nice one there from Exum.
Well, for one, he hasn't let them down. I mean, but a few other guys need to pick up the pace if they're going to be good.
Here's Fry, and he dunks it down. Clark, can you believe it? A point guard who can soar like that?
Man, I tell you what, that's a major elevation there. That's a power finish for a player at any position.
Well, he is not afraid to take it inside. We know that. That was not pretty there. You got to make that one, but maybe that's not his range.
Shot, high post, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Fry's got 12 points here in the second half. Now, here's Exum. Tight defense on him. Now the feed to Burks. This is to Cantor, and that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession. Here's Exum, rejected by Fry. And Hayward gets it to go.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed him.
Fry with the ball. In the corner, Harden. Now, here's Fry. He's guarded closely. Feeds it to Jones. Just 5 on the clock. And Fry kicks to Harden. A three-pointer off the mark. Jazz trailed by 15. Hayward with the ball. Now defended by Fry. High post try. Gordon Hayward again.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
.122 left here in the fourth quarter. Howard dishes to Harden. In low to Howard. Here's Jones, and he uses the glass on the layup. Jones has got 4 points in the quarter.
And this is what they wanted, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. I think it can be considered a statement win for the Rockets.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Yeah, it's a fun way to play, and it's fun to watch, too.
And I think, guys, we sort of expected a win here in a season already with 66 wins. Tonight's win will notch that up one more to 67. A very dominating presence they seem to have nearly every time they come out on the floor.
And in this season finale, between these two teams, they sealed the deal, making smart adjustments along the way to finish out the year with an impressive 3-1 record against the Jazz.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for the Wizards. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket just seems to be incredibly wide. Well, guys, tonight they came in here and really dictated the terms of the engagement, which is very difficult to do as the visitors.
You're right. That's not usually the way things work in the NBA. It's a great win, and no question, it's going to be a happy plane ride out of here.
Exum passes to Burks. The Jazz working the ball around now. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Now, here is Harden. And here's Fry for three. Gets the bucket.
And a terrific run to really put this ball game away.
And now let's see how many more points they can throw up there before the horn sound.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?